On this week's episode of #almost30, I'm moving! I'm not actually moving for the episode, but that is why my apartment is a mess and I look like a crazy person. That's okay. So for this week's episode of #almost30, I'm going to be making a candle out of candle. I went to the store and I couldn't find wicks anywhere, nor candle making supplies. In fact, I don't really know what candle making supplies are except for the wicks. I'm going to take the wick out of this long candle here. I'm using the scent wax blocks things. I'm going to create a candle out of the wax collectively and use the wick from this. I am melting down an old candle jar that had just a little wax left in it so that I can use the jar because I really liked this jar. I've got my handy dandy chopsticks to help remove the wax, and that's that. For this episode, you really do need a vodka drink, mostly because you're really stressed out from everything that's going on. That's really good. It feels like this candle is melted down enough to just get rid of the wax on the inside, so that's what I'm going to do. This candle was a very nice smelling candle. Madagascar spice. Really nice. Now the jar is clean and I just need to get out the wick from this candle. I'm gonna cut this in half, hopefully not ruin my knives. I'm just gonna try to melt it down. I don't know. It's definitely melting. I don't know if you should necessarily use your cooking pot for this, but that's what most pots are. I've put a seashell at the bottom to say, hey, this is from me, I made it. Oh yeah, harvesting the wicks. I've got one wick. I'm gonna put my Zen scent in there now. Zen. I hope you can't burn candle wax. I don't really know how these are supposed to stand up. Usually there's those little metal things. I clearly did not cut these in half. It smells really good. Kind of has a yellowish tint and I'm not so sure about that. This is cool. Just dropped my thingy. They're all little squares now. The wax is melted. The wicks are not really in place. And it's sizzling. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. There's not really that much wax, but oh well. I feel like I'm going to be holding these candle wicks for a very long time. No. I'm just stuck here. Unless... Smarter than a 5th grader. Well, what? I just made a candle. Now it just needs to dry for a very, very long time. That was way easier than I'd imagined. You get to celebrate the vodka drink and perhaps go back to moving, which you really don't want to do. But you kind of have to pack in order to move things, in order to live in another apartment. It's just the way life goes. There you go. On this week's episode of #almost30, I learned candle making is easy when you're really just melting down one candle to make another candle. Sometimes it's okay to take the easy way out. That's why they make tutorials and things. I learned I'm really good at sort of doing things. I feel like this one was a success. Finally, I made something. All I had to do was melt down my candle, but I made it anyway. Melt down my candle, but I made it, hey, hey.
Like, where do I look? Where do I look?
Tweet,
It's like boob level, right?
Tweet.
But you don't want to do that gross perv like, what's up, boobs?